Region 11 opens play tonight, and we are at Green Canyon as they go against Ridgeline. This should be a heck of a ball game. Yeah, Region 11 is a murderer's row right from the top to the bottom, and Green Canyon is 13-0 and ranked second in the Deseret News poll, second in the RPI, playing host to a Ridgeline team that's fifth in the Deseret News poll. Both of these teams can score. Green Canyon has been beating teams by an average of 18 points per game. A lot of kids that played a lot last year and took a few lumps are now back as seniors for Green Canyon. Jared Anderson leading the way, and those guys really play well together. They can score at all three levels. They just seem to do everything right they'll be going tonight against a Ridgeline team that's been at the top of the mountain here in the region along with Skyview for quite a while. Ridgeline will have something to say about whether Green Canyon gets to 14-0.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
I talked to Green Canyon coach Logan Brown a little bit earlier, and I asked about his team and their 13-0 start, and he says, this team, and he said this twice to me, he said this is one of the, or if not the, best team I've ever coached as far as connectedness goes. These guys just are like one unit. They really look out for each other. They play hard for each other, and you can't say enough about how that's made them the team that they are. They played nearly 60 games, or I think he said over 60 games this summer as they work toward the season coming up, and he says their depth is really what their key is. They can just keep throwing people out there and not have a big drop-off, and that's been a big key. He says, we know what we're going up against tonight against Ridgeline. Jagger Frankham is big, and he's a load down there on the block, while Carson Cox can score inside and out. They know it's going to be a tough one tonight against Ridgeline.
Say the word base.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. In the Game of the Week, we've got a great one for you. Well, we think it's going to be a great one anyway. Green Canyon and Ridgeline getting set to go at it. Green Canyon 13-0. The Riverhawks, Ridgeline 9-4, both in the top 5 in 4A. The starting lineups now here at Green Canyon. Kyson Buckmiller, 6'5" senior, will start for Coach Kyle Day. He'll run with Cameron Blotter, a 5'10" senior. Carson Cox averaging 17 points and 6 rebounds a game, a 6'5" senior, will start along with Diego Vasquez, a 5'11" junior, who's really just come out of nowhere this year and become an integral starter and piece of this team. Jagger Frankham, the big guy, 6'9", 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists per game for Frankham. Now they turn down the lights to get set to introduce Green Canyon. Put on quite a show here tonight in North Logan, and we haven't even started the game yet. Jared Anderson, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists per game, a 6'3" senior, is the man to watch for the Wolves. Jackson Drysdale, a 6'7" senior, 6 points, 4 rebounds a game. He is long. He's trouble around the hoop. Iron Hoffman, 5'9" senior, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He'll run in the backcourt. He'll run with Laker Ward, a 6'1" senior, 10 points, 3 rebounds per game. And the final starter for Green Canyon, a 6'5" senior, Jackson Paniger, 9 points, 3 rebounds per game. You look at that starting lineup, they average 67 points a game, 18 for Anderson, 10 for Wood, and then you've got Hoffman and Paniger just under 10 points a game, and Drysdale at 6 points a game. For Ridgeline, they average almost 67 points a game as well, but Cox and Frankham lead the way, 17 points apiece. Vasquez with 9 points per game. Buckmiller with 7. Cam Blotter fills up that stat sheet. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals per game. He is the #1 thief in 4A, leads 4A in steals, is Ridgeline's Cam Blotter. Green Canyon looking to start the region with a win and move to 14-0. Coach Kyle Day is out on the court. He's trying to get him to unplug the lights behind the basket that were part of the warm-ups, or excuse me, the introductions. They had these blinking lights up behind the Ridgeline basket. Now they've shut them off. It's going to be a full house in here tonight. It's full down below us. There's quite a few people behind me, and in the top section across the way, there wasn't any place to park when I got here at 5:45. Green Canyon will get the first look. Drysdale. Paniger posts up Frankham on his hip, and Drysdale can't get it to him. Paniger's really slimmed down this year. Coach Brown saying he lost a bunch of weight and turned into a beast for him down low. Here's the give to the rim, won't go. Rebound picked up by Paniger. 3 on the way from the corner is good. Laker Ward puts the first points on the board for a spirited Green Canyon squad. Frankham misses from down low. Quickly the other way. Ward back out to Anderson. Anderson with Cox checking him. Anderson, baseline, corner, Drysdale, 3 is up, way off the mark. Cox corrals the board, and we're heading the other way. Blotter ahead to Buckmiller. Down low, knocked out of bounds by Paniger. Coach Brown telling me, man, if they can get it down in that low block to Frankham, it's over. We've really got to work hard on the block against big number 35. That time they knocked it away as he had his man sealed. Ward tries to knock it away from Vasquez. In the corner to Blotter. Fakes his man. Drives in, up, under, ties it. Pardon me, he brings the Riverhawks within one. Green Canyon's first bucket, a three-pointer. Anderson to the rim. He got past Cox using the Penninger screen. And Anderson gets all the way to the rim. No help coming over. 5-2 Green Canyon. Cox looking at a three. Likes what he sees. We're tied at 5. We haven't even played a minute here in this big game. Anderson, pull up. Won't go. Rebound Ward. Put it back up. Rims around and Frankham collects. Bookmiller looks low to Cox. Can't find him as Anderson is fronting. Blotter. Cox on the near block. Across the lane. Has it knocked back into his face by Drysdale. There's that length of Drysdale. Vasquez backs it out. Blotter looks into Frankham. Nice entry pass. Turn and score. Blotter put it right where it needed to be, where only his man could get it. It helps to be 6'9". 7-5 Ridgeline with their first lead of the ball game. Anderson attacking the two bigs, knocked out of bounds off of Ridgeline, and will stay right here. Coach Day working the official that's right in front of the Ridgeline bench. A couple of good coaches in here. Coach Day 78-31 in 5 years. In 3 years here, Logan Brown is 32-27. He was successful at Logan High in his tenure there as well. Give it into Drysdale. Anderson in the corner for three. Rims around, won't stay down, and Cox climbs the ladder. Blotter ahead of the pack. Now he waits for Cox. Now Cox hands it back. And Blotter's going to take it all the way to the rim. Penninger swats, but a foul on the drive. Kieran Hoffman picks up the first foul of the ball game. 4:52 to play in the first quarter. And it sends Blotter to the line for two. Ridgeline with a 7-5 lead. First free throw no good, too hard for Blotter. All seniors starting for Green Canyon. 4 seniors and a junior for Ridgeline. Blotter makes 1 of 2. And it's a 3-point Riverhawks lead. Ridgeline have lost 3 out of their last 5 games. They're coming off a 71-54 loss to Weber. Blotter nearly pilfers and a turnover anyway. Green Canyon turns it over for the first time. And with 4:39 to play in the first quarter, Coach Day is going to send Preston Brenchley into the ball game. Brenchley comes off the bench, averaging 5 points a game. He had 12 against Weber in that loss. Cox with 13, near steal. Now they do take it away. Drysdale with a clean look at the rim. Drysdale with 5. Out of bounds and a turnover. Said a moment ago, if Drysdale has 5, he's only got 2. It was Laker Ward, who's right next to him on my score sheet, that had the 3 earlier. So Green Canyon gets it back after a couple of Ridgeline turnovers due to the pressure. To the rim, taking the contact and somehow finishing is Karen Hoffman. Ridgeline, Cox to the rim, blocked and out of bounds, stays here. A lot of contact. The officials are letting the kids on the floor play basketball here in this first quarter. 3:49 to play in the first quarter, only one foul called. Long three by Cox. He hit his first one, misses this one, tipped up. Frankham's got it. Put it back up and in. Biggest man out there knows what to do with it down low. 10-9. Drysdale hands it off to Ward. Penninger goes to work, has it knocked away on the drive and a foul. What do we got? They're going to call it on Frankham, I believe. Frankham with the foul. 10-9 Ridgeline. 3:28 to play here in this first quarter. Ridgeline leads. Down the lane goes Hoffman. Little teardrop won't go and it's out of bounds. Gavin Crane into the ball game right now. .66 sophomore.
Tyler Jackman in for the Riverhawks.
Tyler Jackman comes in for the Riverhawks. Hoffman thought about the three, backs it out. Penninger. He's going to drive on Frankham, left side, put it up and in. Penninger with 4. He's not as big as Frankham. You can see he's strong, built pretty solid. 11-10, Green Canyon. Frankham's 3. Frankham has 7. 13-11 Ridgeline. 2:45 to play in the quarter. Here's Anderson. Anderson loses it. He wants a foul. He's not going to get it. 2 turnovers now for Green Canyon and a chance for Ridgeline to extend their lead. They're looking for Frankham down low. They get it to him. Penninger scoots around and knocks it out of bounds. He had some backside help coming in, Hoffman, so he was able to jump around for that. Philamahala into the ball game right now, and Penninger will get a rest, as will Ward. Philamahala, the senior, off the bench. Out front to Frankham. Frankham's been a problem for Green Canyon in this first quarter. 13-11 Ridgeline. 2:20 to play in the quarter. Ridgeline working it around the perimeter, looking for a shot, trying to extend that lead. In the corner, a foul. Coach Brown doesn't like it. And they're going to call it on Hoffman. That's going to be his second. 2 team fouls, both on Hoffman. Ridgeline with 1. Hoffman's going to come to the bench, and Ward's going to come back in. They're coaching up Hoffman there on the sideline. Now he takes a seat. Jackman hands it to Blotter. New shot clock after the foul, so no worry for the Riverhawks. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 1:45 on the game clock. Jackman to the rim, kicks it in the corner. Blotter puts it down. Blotter and Frankham doing the job. 13 of their team's 16 points. To the rim goes the big sophomore, Crane, and he's fouled on the way there. Jackman gets rung up. Now 2 team fouls apiece. The official talking to Frankham. And Thompson, another big body in there. Jameson Thompson, who took the inbounds pass. Anderson 3, got it. Anderson with 5, 16-14. Ridgeline still leading. Cox wide open 3, rims around and out, rebounded by Ward. Green Canyon on the move. Ward backs it out. Anderson between the circles. 1 minute to play in the quarter, 16-14. Ridgeline. Thompson hands it off. Ward looks for an opening all the way to a rim. Frankham's there. He swats it and then takes it away. Cox to the rim. That's going to be a blocking foul on Anderson. He slid over too late. Third team foul, and Cox will go to the free throw line. Carson Cox, the only other Ridgeline player to score here, besides Blotter and Frankham in this first quarter. He's got 4. Vasquez and Bookmiller come back into the ball game. Blotter and Frankham will sit. Cox calmly sinks both, 5 points. And it's 18-14 Ridgeline. 40 seconds to play in the quarter. Ridgeline looking down low. They finally enter it in on that low block. Stepping across and sweeping up and under. And missing is Green Canyon. 3 on the way for Anderson. Deep 3. He's got 8. Crane on his miss. Green Canyon keeps it alive. And Anderson makes Ridgeline pay. 18-17 Ridgeline as they work for the last shot. 7 seconds. Vasquez to the rim. Oh, won't go. Rebounded by Philamahala. Thompson's shot's too late. And it's 18-17 after 1 here in North Logan. Ridgeline leading Green Canyon. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
It's time for the Tiger Movie. Hold on. When I give you 10 seconds on the clock, we're going to start.
Hey, Wendy's of Logan has a great lineup of awesome foods, but you know what? Every so often they introduce something a little bit new, and right now they're introducing the new Pretzel Baconator. Their classic Baconator really can't be any more perfect, but they tried anyway. For a limited time, get their new Pretzel Baconator. Same classic deliciousness as the Baconator. New pretzel bun. Wendy's of Logan, a Game of the Week sponsor. PCs Unlimited is Cache Valley's full-service computer repair sales in store since 1991. Yeah, they've been around for a while. They know what they're doing down there. You can go talk to a real live person, not tech support on the phone. Talk with Mary. She's got 45 years of experience, person to person. She'll help you out at PCs Unlimited. Back out into for the second quarter. Eric Olson along with you on the Game of the Week from the Valley Channel. Ridgeline and Green Canyon, happy to have you on a night not fit for man nor beast outside. But it's heating up in here, that's for sure. We got a 1-point game. Green Canyon beats teams by an average of 18 points. And they're down by 1 as we start the second quarter. 3 on the way, won't go. Cox fighting for the rebound with Anderson. It's on the floor and Vasquez slips out of there with it. Cox with it again, goes to work on the low block, spins baseline, puts it up, follows his own rebound. And it's grabbed out of there by his teammate. 3 on the way, won't go. Rebound still up for grabs. Finally taken by Philamahala. Crane spins back to his left, puts it up and in off the glass. Quite a move for the sophomore, and Green Canyon back out front. 7 minutes to play in the half, 19-18 Green Canyon. Cox looking at a 3, loves the view. Carson Cox has 8. And Ridgeline retakes the lead, 21-19. Thompson hands off to Anderson, his 3 from a long way, rims around and out. Vasquez looking again toward Cox. He's going to fire for three. It goes up and over the backboard. He's a good three-point shooter. And that's part of what he brings off the bench that's so valuable for Ridgeline. Crane will take a seat. Ward, Filamahala, Thompson, Drysdale, and Anderson in there for Green Canyon. Cox, Frankham, Blotter, Vasquez, and Bookmiller for Ridgeline. Near steal there for the Riverhawks. Anderson out to Drysdale, fakes the three. Ward gonna use the screen by Thompson. Filamahala, three from the corner, got it. He's good for 3 points and 2 rebounds off the bench. And Green Canyon with the lead. Drysdale takes it away. Under 6 minutes to play now in the half. Anderson to the rack. 10 for Anderson, 24-21 Green Canyon. Down low, there's Frankham. Tries to lean in, instead passes off, and a three-point play coming for Bookmiller. And the foul goes on Anderson. That's big because that's his second. Hoffman with 2, Anderson with 2 for Logan Brown's Green Canyon Wolves. And Anderson will have to come to the bench. Hoffman will replace him. It's 18 points that's going to have to take a long seat on that bench. Free throw up and in by Bookmiller. And we're tied at 24. See if Green Canyon, that depth, can really go to work, travel. Drysdale put his arm out, took 2 steps and then a hop. Green Canyon's depth is their strength. But one of the top scorers in 4A is now sitting on the bench for them. Meanwhile, one of the top big men in 4A is out there still on the floor for Ridgeline. Frankham, Vasquez shot short. Henniger picks up the errant ball. Still tied at 24 as we slip under 5 minutes to play in the half. Hoffman nearly loses it. Now Ward, it's going to give off to Thompson. Thompson, a big body. He's every bit as big as Frankham. Nice pass by Thompson into Hoffman. Hoffman double clutched on his shot and then misses it. Henniger's there though. Hoffman tries a three. Rims around and out. Laker Ward's there for the board. Hoffman underneath to Drysdale, pardon me. And Hoffman put that in there at about 100 miles an hour. And he only needed to put 85 on it.
Comes back in for the Riverhawks.
Thompson, number 40, listed at 6'6", going up against Frankham. He's a big body as well. They just kind of lean on Frankham. Frankham has a couple inches on him. Just trying to make him work. Down low, Cox against Drysdale. Drysdale blocks one, blocks two, foul on the second one. And Drysdale not happy with the call. No basketball player ever is. Drysdale's first. Second team foul on Ridgeline. Or excuse me, Green Canyon. None yet on Ridgeline. There were only 5 total fouls called in the first quarter. 3 on Green Canyon, 2 on Ridgeline. As Cox stays perfect from the free throw line. He's got 9 points. Now 10. First Riverhawk in double figures. And Ridgeline takes the lead. We were stuck at 24 for a bit as we hit the midway point of this second period. 26-24, Ridgeline. Hoffman to the rack from the left side, up and out. Cox gets by Thompson to the rim, score it. 12 for Carson Cox. Hoffman tries to get to the rack again. He dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds. Hoffman's had a rough couple of sequences here. He's missed a couple of shots. He missed that layup. Now he dribbles it out of bounds. I'm going to see if Logan Brown is going to keep Jared Anderson on the bench the rest of the half. He picked up his second foul a couple minutes ago. It's 28-24 Ridgeline. Timeout on the floor. The Factory Pizzeria, not only do they have great food, but they got great deals on that great food. The only thing better than great food is when they're going to give it to you a little bit cheaper. If you go and order online, you get 5% off your entire order, and the great specials that they have down there, like their Monday special, buy any large pizza, you get a second pizza half off. You can dine in or you can pick it up. That's the Factory Pizzeria. Ridgeline looking for their largest lead of the ball game. They lead by 4. Here comes some pressure. They got Blotter in a pickle. He gets out of it. Cox to the rim. Swatted away by Drysdale and out of bounds. And Crane hits the deck. He's holding his ankle and slow to get up. Philomahala going to come in for him. So Crane is going to limp to the bench. Penninger, Drysdale, Ward, Hoffman, and Philomahala in there for Green Canyon. Blotter getting set to trigger in. He goes to Cox, who's going to run with Bookmiller, Frankham, and Brenchley. Frankham hands it off. Bookmiller steps into a double team and it's taken away. 4 turnovers for Ridgeline. Blotter gets it right back and Philomahala swats it out of bounds. 5 turnovers for Green Canyon. I told you about Cam Blotter. Check your wallet. He's got some light, sticky fingers. The number 1 steals man in 4A. 3 by Cox, he misses, he's human. Hoffman climbs for the rebound. Drysdale tried to run before he caught it. It's picked up by Philomahala. Ward back to Penninger. Penninger fakes left, goes right, to the rack, misses. Philomahala finishes. Philomahala with 5 off the bench. It's a 2-point lead for Ridgeline, 28-26. Both of these teams averaging close to 70 points per game. I don't know that we're going to get there tonight. 2:25 to play in the first half. 16 on the shot clock. Frankham tries to decide whether to shoot a 3 and then decides against it. Penninger's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Green Canyon. And Coach Brown's hollering across. I don't know if he's hollering at one of his players or the official. And I know his team has 3 fouls. Ridgeline with none. He's not talking to the official that's right in front of him. It's been a consistently called game. It's been pretty good. They've let him play. Two minutes to play in the half. Shot clock down to 15. Inside Frankham. Frankham with his first bucket of the second quarter. 30-26. Ridgeline and a whistle. They're going to stop play out front. What do we got? They're going to call a foul on Frankham. Coming up the court, I've noticed him and Thompson have really been bumping and pushing on each other. And it's Frankham's second. He'll sit down for the rest of the half. Drysdale set to trigger in to Thompson. Anderson on the bench with 2 fouls. Here's Hoffman. Back to Drysdale. Drysdale put it up and in. Anderson, one of the top scorers in 4A for Green Canyon. He sat most of this second quarter with 2 fouls. Loose ball, Drysdale picks it up. 5 turnovers now for Ridgeline. 1:20 to play in the half. Green Canyon can tie it or take the lead. 20 on the shot clock. Down low to Thompson. Goes to work. Soft jumper. Slips off the backside of the rim to Cox. And with a minute to play in the first half, Ridgeline leads by 2, 30-28. Cox has had a big half. Now they come double him. Vasquez, man, dive into the rim. It won't go. But Thompson just swats at him, and he's going to pick up the 4th team foul for Ridgeline, Green Canyon. Let's get it right. Jamison Thompson, the 6'6" junior. And Ridgeline to the free throw line again. No free throws this half for Green Canyon. Ridgeline's been fouled multiple times on their way to the hoop. Is that Bookmiller? And that's Brenchley, who hits the first. That's the 9th free throw for Ridgeline here in this first half. They're 8 of 9 from the free throw line. No free throws for Green Canyon. They find themselves down 32-28 with 48 seconds to play in the first half on the Game of the Week. Hey, do you like bread? Who doesn't like bread? They say that man cannot live on bread alone, but I don't know. I'd like to try it. The Old Grist Mill makes bread the way it was meant to be made, with select high-protein wheat milled daily in their very own bakery. They use only the freshest and finest quality ingredients. So drop in for a free slice of hot bread. See what everybody's talking about at the Old Grist Mill, a Game of the Week sponsor.
That's your last warning. Get those cars moved out of the fire lane.
It's been an interesting one here tonight in this first half. Both teams with 5 turnovers. Ridgeline with a 9-0 advantage from the free throw line. They've hit 8 of the 9 free throws they've taken, and they lead by 4. They're going to bring Anderson off the bench. He goes right to the rim, ends up on the ground. No call. The Green Canyon bench wants to know why, but then they quickly say, let's play some defense. Ridgeline with a chance to take their largest lead of the ball game into the locker room. Vasquez hands it off to Blotter. Blotter to Cox. He's been red hot this first half. 10 seconds. Vasquez back to Blotter. Brenchley, 4 seconds. They've got to go. Blotter, baseline to Cox. Put it up and miss at the buzzer. He's angry about it. He had a good look. Blotter was cool as a cucumber as the clock ran down. But Ridgeline takes a 32-28 advantage into the locker room on the Game of the Week.
Water is always described as being tranquil. Then you dive in and you're just moving through it and you're ripping through it, and it's not tranquil at all. All I want to do with my life is to be a United States Navy fighter pilot. I can just see myself whizzing through the air, fly high and fly fast. That's what I want to do.
She really feels the call to serve our country, and she is going to do it regardless of what that requires of her.
Nothing motivates me more than when someone tells me that I can't do something.
Becoming a fighter pilot is something people might not expect a woman to do, but she does it anyway, and she doesn't care.
I feel like I gotta stick it to him. I gotta prove him wrong.
That really makes her a role model for other girls.
It's another stereotype broken by Wells Johnson.
Wells is the person that has the most grit, the most determination, the one that won't give up, that is very relentless.
It's like Teddy Roosevelt said, nothing in this world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, and difficulty. Everything that I do with school and with sport, it's all been working towards this one thing. It's how I can use my gifts and talents to serve the world. I know that this is God's path for me. The sky is kind of like water, where it's tranquil and peaceful. And then up in a plane, tearing through the sky. I can just picture myself flying. I can see that so vividly.
Dr. Daines, you are a doctor, you're a fully qualified doctor of audiology, and we were looking at your business card a few minutes ago, and you've got an awfully lot of letters after your name. What do they all mean?
They're all representations of my certifications that I have. I graduated from Utah State with my doctorate degree in audiology. I have a bachelor's degree in communicative disorders and deaf education. And then I've also have what they call a board certification, which entails further education and further training after the doctorate of audiology degree.
Okay, so very clearly not a fly-by-night operation here. You've spent many years training and qualifying and loving. I get the impression when I see you with your patients that you love what you do.
I do. I love this. I love enjoying sitting back with my patients, helping them out. I get a lot of satisfaction, take a lot of pride in doing a job well done.
Yeah. And so the Daines family, been here for many generations in Cache Valley, again, homegrown doctor in yourself. What do you love about seeing your patients? They all seem to love you too, I will say that, we've noticed.
Everybody has a different story. We have a lot of neat families here in the valley, a lot of neat people, and I enjoy meeting them and hearing about them and their life and seeing if we can make it better. After all, family is what's important. Those relations that we build with one another. Some of my favorite memories are sitting around with my grandmother, around with all the cousins when I was young, and those things are very important, and that's where hearing comes in. We need to be a part of those types of environments and not sit around and wondering what's going on. We enable people to be able to enjoy those things again.
Yes, you do, because actually there's nothing worse, is there, than being in a crowd of people and you really can't understand what anyone's saying to you.
Yep, and it affects your relationships with those people.
Now, I noticed also here, as we've been here a few minutes today, that you've had a couple of people come in and out without an appointment, just kind of needing a little tweaking, perhaps, a little reassurance. You're there for them all day, aren't you?
Yep, we're here every day. Every Monday through Friday, and we don't charge for those things. If we can fix it here in the office and take care of it, we do it at no charge. Hearing's important to us, and we want to make sure that you're hearing the best that you can.
Yeah, and it's very clear when we've been watching you that you really do love what you do, and your patients are so comfortable with you. Tell us where you are and how to get help if people need it.
I'm at 485 North Main Street in Logan, and you can give us a call at 753-HEAR, HEAR, or 4327.
Okay. So if you do think you're losing your hearing just a little bit, like some of us of that certain age, come on down and see Dr. Daines and he'll sort you right out. Thank you.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. get set to start the second half. Eric Olson along with you. Ridgeline leads undefeated Green Canyon 32-28. Nearly a full house here in North Logan despite terrible weather outside. Cold and wind and snow, and well, in Cache Valley we call that Friday. At least in January we do. The big storyline, I think, in that first half for each team, Carson Cox and the two bigs for Ridgeline doing such a good job. Cox has 12 points to lead all scores, and Jagger Frankham is making his presence felt on both ends. And for Green Canyon, I think their big story is that Jared Anderson sat for most of the second quarter with foul trouble. He went out of the game with, I think it was about 5:36 to play in the quarter, and now he comes in and he turns it over. Here's Blotter to the rim, shot up and in. Spins it off the backboard, and he's got 8. Anderson bumped, and a foul called on Blotter. He stopped and acted like he was going to say something and then just went, yeah, I guess. He's pretty steady. He's a pretty level-headed kid watching him play. Drysdale gives it off to Hoffman. Hoffman into the paint. Penninger puts it up. Rims around and out. Rebounded by Blotter in front of Hoffman. 34-28 Ridgeline, leading by 6. I talked in the first half about how Green Canyon wins games by an average of 18 points per game. Ridgeline wins them by an average of 11. So they're averaging double figures in their wins as well. They're not all their wins, just in general. Vasquez. His first bucket of the game, and suddenly it's an 8-point deficit for Green Canyon. They've faced adversity before this season. Penninger throws it away. 7 turnovers now for Green Canyon. They haven't scored yet in this half. 3 is good. Timeout, Logan Brown, as Bookmiller has 6 points. And it's an 11-point deficit for Green Canyon on their home floor. Ridgeline taking it to the Wolves here in the early going of the second half. The Logo Shop is a sponsor of the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. They logo stuff, plain and simple. Come to the Logo Shop for all your promotional and personal needs. From t-shirts, to pens, and everything in between. They do it all at the Logo Shop. Green Canyon's been in trouble before with Layton Christian Academy is the top RPI team in 4A, and they're 14-2. Green Canyon beat them, but it was a fight. And Hoffman's foul, I think it's on Vasquez, too much body on him. They let him do that in the first half, and already in this second half, they've started calling that a little bit tighter. Vasquez picks up his second. But Green Canyon was able to come back and win that game against Layton Christian. Maple Mountain, a good 5A team, they end up beating by 20, but that was a tough game too. Anderson got bumped and he still makes the basket. A dozen for Anderson. 39-30 with 5:50 to play in the third quarter. Ridgeline with the lead and the ball. Drysdale and Hoffman's taken away by Ward. Ward back to Hoffman. He throws it out for Ward. Good job by Ridgeline to get back and get their defense in front of somebody and not give up points. Ward, 3, no good. 1 3-pointer for Green Canyon in that second quarter, 4 in the first half. Only 11 points in that second quarter for Green Canyons. They were outscored 14-11. Down they go to Frankham. Cross court. Bookmiller gives it off to Vasquez. Stop, pop, miss. Frankham, put it up, score it. Frankham in double figures now with 11. 9-2. Ridgeline to open this third period. 41-30. Anderson attacks, misses. He's trying to draw some fouls and get to the line. That's twice he's been bumped. Last time he made it, both times he's looked at the officials. Carson Cox doesn't care who's doing what. He's just going to keep making baskets. 15 for Cox, and it's a 13-point Ridgeline lead. Anderson, long three, down he goes, looking for another foul. Cox ahead of the pack, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover, Ridgeline. Their 6th of the night, first of the second half. Anderson's had 3 straight possessions where he's been bumped, he's felt like, as he shot. He made the basket on the first one. He did take contact in that first one. Second one didn't look like as much contact. I think he was trying to force his way to the line, and then he hit the deck on that three-pointer. See if he can get himself in some rhythm. To the rim. This time they call foul. He turns and looks, asking for it, and yeah, this time they call it. Carson Cox with the foul. And he didn't say anything because he knew he got his money's worth. First free throw of the night coming for Green Canyon with 4:11 to play in the third quarter. And Anderson misses. Green Canyon needs to get some defensive stops. They've been outscored 12-3 in the first 4 minutes of this second half, and they trail by 13. Vasquez, three, short. Rebound by Anderson as it goes over Frankham's head. Hoffman all the way to the rim, no way! Blotter says get out! Layup at the other end won't go, but a foul's called. That's going to be the third on Anderson. Anderson can't believe it. Two more free throws coming for Ridgeline. Frankham steps to the line for the first time tonight. They are 9 of 10 from the free throw line. These are their first charity pitches of this second half. They come with 3:44 to play in the third. That's the first team foul on Green Canyon. Frankham hits them both. 10 out of 11. Anderson has 13, but again, he sat for so long in that second quarter. And they're trying to get him rolling again. He's got 3 fouls now. Filamahala hands it off to Hoffman. Hoffman in the corner to Crane, back from that ankle. Put it up, a lot of contact, no foul. Frankham was standing there with his arms straight up. I'm sure that's why they didn't blow the whistle. Crane just drove right into him. 15-point lead for Ridgeline. Frankham, throw down. $15 for Frankham, and a foul down on the baseline. They're going to call it against Vasquez, but oh my goodness. Frankham punishing the iron. 17-point lead for Ridgeline as they are running Green Canyon off their own floor. Hoffman with the three. Rims around and out. Rebound by Brenchley. Fourth on Anderson. They going to leave him in? Nope, they're going to take him out. So Anderson, one of 4A's top scorers, is going to spend more time on the bench. In 5 minutes and 15 seconds, he's picked up 2 more fouls here. Green Canyon's only scored 3 points here in this third quarter. Vasquez, 3, short. Frankham with the long board. Underneath to Brenchley, misses. Rebounded by Philahala. Great look for Brenchley, and he couldn't finish it off. Philamahala's been solid off the bench tonight for Green Canyon. Hoffman in the corner. Ward drives baseline, swatted by Cox. These two bigs have just been too much for Green Canyon tonight. Cox and Frankham with 15 points each. They both average 17. Down low they go to Crane. Crane quickly turns in and scores. Nice pass, nice finish by Crane. Finally something for the local crowd to cheer about. It's still a 15-point Ridgeline lead, 48-33. 1:40 to play in the third quarter. Next foul on Ridgeline will put Green Canyon at the free throw line for the rest of the corner. Frankham misses, rebound, Thompson fouls him. Frankham to the line. Ridgeline is dialed in for this ball game. Both teams came out with a lot of energy. The Ridgeline has been relentless on the boards. Frankham misses the free throw. 17 for Frankham. 50-33. Green Canyon with a single-digit quarter. A team that's averaging more than 15 points per quarter. 1:10 to play in the third. Ward underneath to Thompson. Nice find. And Thompson scores his first bucket. (18-7). Ridgeline leading in this quarter, and they lead 50-35 for the game. Out of bounds. Off of Blotter. There's the turnover. 7 turnovers now for Ridgeline. A lot of body contact against Brenchley, and the Ridgeline bench thought maybe there could be a foul, but they play on. Thompson high post. Finds Ward. 3 on the way. Too short. Rebound Crane. Blocked on his putback attempt, and it goes out of bounds. Off of Crane. Carson Cox came out of nowhere and made Crane eat that one. 28 seconds to play in the quarter. No shot clock. And a 15-point lead for Ridgeline. Frankham takes a peek behind him. Now gives it to Cox. 15 seconds. Cox waits for Blotter. And Blotter will hold. Go with about 7. Here we go. Blotter. Cross court, out of bounds. Brenchley couldn't come up with it. It was tipped out by Green Canyon, but the damage has been done. Green Canyon, 13-0. Real danger of picking up their first loss as they trail 50-35 at the end of 3. For over 50 years, Custom Fence has been providing privacy, security, and peace of mind to customers. Their roots are right here in Cache Valley. Custom Fence has completed thousands of jobs of all sizes, from the smallest residential to airport and prison security fences all over Utah and in 11 other western states. Visit CustomFence.com to schedule a free consultation today. KSM Music, another Game of the Week sponsor. They offer a variety of services, including service and repair, band and orchestra rentals, pro audio rentals, even lessons for a wide range of instruments. KSM means music because music is all we do at KSM. other games tonight, Mountain Crest is at Logan. Skyview's at Bear River. The last score I saw was Skyview leading Bear River 30-27 at the half. Not seeing a score from Mountain Crest Logan. (18-7). Ridgeline wins that third quarter, and they've opened up a 15-point lead. Here's a steal. Hoffman came around from the backside and took it away. Anderson's in there for the stretch run. Long three short. Rebound by Ward. Off his foot and out of bounds. It's been that kind of night for Green Canyon this in that kind of second half. The first half, I thought they played pretty well. Both teams played well in that first half. Things got away from Green Canyon there in the third. Turnovers. Anderson going to the bench with his fourth foul. Bookmiller, you can't get it to go. Here comes Hoffman. Pull up three for Hoffman. Way too hard. Rebounded by Ridgeline. Ward tries to dig it out. Now it's in Blotter's hands. Brenchley and Blotter play catch with it. Now Carson Cox with it. Back to Blotter, and they set it up again. Frankham starts the fourth quarter on the bench. Getting a rest. Three on the way. Bookmiller rims around and out. Cox gets the rebound. Down goes one of the Green Canyon players. It was Ward, and Cox picks up his second. Man, you could hear Ward hit the deck all the way up here. .6:44 to play in the ball game. 50-35 Ridgeline. Green Canyon's got to make a move. They got to start putting the ball in the bucket, and then they got to come up with some stops. Both of those things have been difficult here in this second half for them. Ward, long three, too hard. And now they're just firing the threes because that's what they need to do down 15. Loose ball finally corralled by Ridgeline. I would bet as Ridgeline takes time out, I would bet if you looked at the stats for shooting tonight, this will probably end up being Green Canyon's worst shooting night of the season, as they are just having to fire away to try to get back into this thing. They trail 50-35. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, a Game of the Week sponsor. Today's hearing aid technology can improve not only your life, but the lives of the people who care about you. You'll be able to hear again why they're laughing and understand their conversations. Dr. Paul Daines at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology will customize a hearing improvement program to meet your unique needs, whatever they are. Don't miss out on hearing the joys of life any longer. Call Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology for an appointment today. Ridgeline next week hits the road as they are on the road for the first three games, it looks like. You have region play at Bear River on Wednesday, then at Skyview on Friday. Green Canyon, in the meantime, will go to Mountain Crest Wednesday, and then they host Logan next Friday. Down low, Frankham against Paniger. They double him. Ridgeline wanted a foul, no whistle. Still no score here in this fourth quarter. Anderson hits the deck. Frankham takes it away and gets him back, and Drysdale puts Blotter on the ground with a cross-body check. Drysdale's second. Ridgeline's gone cold, and Green Canyon has had a golden opportunity, but they can't make a bucket. Neither team can find the twine. Blotter waits for the Frankham screen. Frankham rolls off it. Blotter's got him if he wants. Instead, he wants Bookmiller, who's right next to the bucket. And Bookmiller makes it 52-35. Nice back cut by Ward. Throws it back in the corner to Hoffman. Henniger, step back three. Got one. See if that takes the lid off the bucket for Green Canyon. They're going to have to expend a lot of energy on the defensive side. 52-38, 5 minutes to play in this ball game. Ridgeline leading undefeated Green Canyon. Upset alert in North Logan. Frankham for three. Got it right back. 20 for Jagger Frankham. All the way to the rim goes Anderson. He misses it short. Frankham with the rebound. Ahead is Cox. To the rim. Lay it in. He wanted to dunk it. He was on the wrong step. 17 for Cox. 21. No, check that. 19-point lead for Ridgeline as they're about to hand undefeated Green Canyon their first loss of the season. Located in the heart of historic downtown Logan, Anderson Seed and Garden is a locally owned holiday home and garden store that can help you with all your gardening needs year-round. Visit Anderson, that's Anderson with an O, AndersonSeedandGarden.com to take a look at all the things that Mark and the crew can help you with. If you run into a problem in your yard or garden that you just can't solve, well, ask Mark. He's forgotten more about gardening than most of us will ever know. That's Anderson Seed and Garden. Aspen Dental, also a sponsor of the Game of the Week. They offer treatment to patients of all ages, general dental care, orthodontics, implants, dentures, tooth-colored fillings, root canal treatments, and crowns. Aspen Dental of Cache Valley, a Game of the Week sponsor. We talked about Anderson. He's one of the 4A's top scorers. He's number 1 in three-pointers made. He's number 8 in scoring. Frankham's number 12 in scoring, number 5 in blocks, number 3 in rebounds. Cox number 11 in scoring. Blotter's number 3 in assists and number 1 in steals. They've all been doing their thing here tonight. Anderson only 2 threes on the night as he misses that one. He had to sit with about 5:36 around there remaining in the first half with his second foul. And they got 2 quick fouls in the third quarter, and it's really just taken him out of any sort of rhythm. He sat down. When he sat down, he had 10 points, and he just played, a quarter and a couple minutes. And he was in a good rhythm, but he hasn't been able to get it back with that foul trouble. Turnover by Ridgeline. They're 8th. Neither team really suffering as far as turnovers go. Although Green Canyon turned it over 4 times, 4 of their 9 in that third quarter when this game got away from them. Anderson in the corner to Ward. His three is blocked. Blocked, catching it, and then going out of bounds is Blotter. It was Bookmiller who got a hand on that. And now 2 of the officials having some sort of discussion. The third wondering if he should come over. He's going to stay over by the sideline. I think there's something about the clock. There's 3:46 to play in the game, 23 on the shot clock. Green Canyon looking for 3-pointers here in this fourth quarter because they're down big. That time they pass one up and miss from close range. They've been outscored 25-10 here in the second half. Takes me a minute to count all my toes to see. Here's Frankham, baseline, in the corner. Bookmiller, too hard. Rebounded by Anderson, ahead to Ward. Ward waits, hands it to Hoffman. Thompson. Swing in those elbows, trying to get Frankham out of his face, and Frankham picks up his third. Frankham saw those elbows coming, leaned back. Oh, hey. And they're talking to each other down there on that block. Approaching 3 minutes to play in the ball game. It's been quiet here in this second half at Green Canyon as the Wolves have struggled. Ward underneath to Thompson, who turns and misses, and he'll go to the free throw line. Third team foul on Ridgeline, and that's going to go on Bookmiller, his first. Pretty close in the fouls tonight. Green Canyon's been whistled for 10 fouls. Ridgeline's been whistled for 9, so no big discrepancy there. There's a free throw discrepancy because Ridgeline got fouled going to the hoop a lot of times. Thompson hits 1 out of 2. He's got 3 off the bench. "12 free throws for Green Canyon. Or 4 free throws for Green Canyon, 12 for Ridgeline. Most of that discrepancies come in the first half again as Ridgeline was attacking the rim and getting themselves to the free throw line. 2:44 to play, an 18-point lead for the visiting Ridgeline Riverhawks. PC's Unlimited was founded in 1991. Their goal was bringing high-quality computer and internet services to Cache Valley. Since then, they've continued to adapt to that ever-changing, fast-paced world of PCs and bringing first-class computer repair service and sales expertise. We all hate making that phone call. We don't know who we're going to talk to, if they're going to be able to help us. We'd like to talk to a real person. Well, you can do that at PC's Unlimited. Ask for Mary if you go down there. She'll help you and get you fixed up right. PC's Unlimited. Our next game will be at Mountain Crest. Bear River at Mountain Crest. Next Friday. It's Friday night games from here on out. Bear River at Mountain Crest. Logan at Ridgeline. Bear River at Skyview. Skyview at Ridgeline. And then Bear River at Green Canyon. Then to get into the playoffs after that, we'll have at least 1, maybe 2 playoff games for you. We'll keep you informed. Watch for our Facebook and our Twitter pages to find that out. "18-point lead for Ridgeline. Green Canyon trying to play defense without fouling. 1 second. Bookmiller gets it off, and it won't go as the shot clock expires. Green Canyon running their offense. Backdoor cut. Hoffman has it swatted away by Cox. Another turnover for Green Canyon. Their first of the fourth quarter, 5th of the second half. They have 10. And it's all over but the crying here in North Logan. When you're undefeated, that first one stings. Coaches are going to go watch film, and you know, coaches, they're going to say, "Oh, here's what we can do better here." Thompson, Ridgeline gives it away as Green Canyon knocked it away. Thompson scores at the other end. He's got 5 off the bench. Here's another turnover as Ward knocks it away. Anderson thinking about a long 3, and Cox closes out on him. Cox fouls him. And that's going to be the 4th team foul. And the third foul on Carson Cox. Blotter's going to take a seat. Vasquez comes back in with him. The two bigs for Ridgeline. Just 8 Green Canyon up tonight. Green Canyon did not shoot the ball well, and they turn it over. And they're going to blow a whistle. The official on the back side of the play. Looked like Drysdale had it just taken away from him. And they're going to call it on Bookmiller. His second. Drysdale's going to go to the line. He had 6 points all in the first half. Now he has 7. When I asked Coach Brown about this team, he said, you know, they took it in the chin a lot last year. They were young and a lot of underclassmen and lost a lot of tough games, and those experiences have made them better this year. And despite the fact that they're going to drop their first game of the season, I mean, they started 13-0. And they are going to be a problem for a lot of teams in 4A. They beat Dixie, they beat Maple Mountain, they beat Layton Christian. And now we got an official talking to somebody over there. One of the kids has a megaphone. And Jim Crosby, the principal, has to go over there and take it away. He's going to say, hey, you come on with me too, son. He's going to take them all. Guys, just go. Just go. You'll only make it worse. Hoffman into Drysdale. Back to Hoffman. Hoffman to the rim, leaves it under for Thompson. It's picked up by Ward as it was loose. 3 by Ward. Rims around, stays down. Green Canyon calls a timeout. With 41 seconds to play, they're down 57-45. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Hey, I mentioned Wendy's of Logan earlier, right? The new pretzel baconator. Doesn't that sound good? Well, if you're sitting at home on a night like tonight, you don't want to go out and get it. Whether you're hungry for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, there's more than one way to get Wendy's delivered. You can start your delivery order straight from their app, the Wendy's app. Or you can head to any of their official third-party partners like DoorDash, Grubhub, Postmates, and Uber Eats. So you can get your Wendy's favorites from your favorite delivery app anytime you want. That's Wendy's, the Game of the Week sponsor. The basketball RPI looks like this right now. Layton Canyon, number 1. Green Canyon, then Dixie, Pineview, and Logan rounding out the top 5. Bear River is 6. Mountain Crest 12, Ridgeline 14, Skyview 17. This win will help Ridgeline. It'll probably help Ridgeline. It may hurt Green Canyon more than it helps Ridgeline. We'll have to see. They call the foul. It's a 12-point ball game as Thompson hits foul number 3. They're going to bring Henniger back in. Thompson with a pretty solid night going against Frankham. Talk about tough duty for him and Henniger. Henniger's been concentrating so much on defense against Frankham that I think his offense suffered. That's the 3rd team foul on Green Canyon. Anderson's going to take a seat. He's done for the night. Tough night for Anderson. He was limited because of foul trouble. A couple of help side fouls, right? He got rung up for coming in on the backside and kind of reaching in for both of those first 2 fouls, and they were tough calls, but they're right calls. And he had to sit down almost all the second quarter. Ridgeline really couldn't open up a large lead. They were only up by 4, but then Ridgeline really came out of the locker room on fire as they won that third quarter 18-7, excuse me, and that's been the difference. Now free throws as Frankham will go to the line. Frankham with 20 points. Cox has 17. 2 free throws the rest of the night for both teams. You wonder what lies ahead for a kid like Frankham. He's 6'9". He's got a big body. He can pop outside and hit the three. I mean, he's got a collegiate body. I'm sure he'll be playing somewhere at the next level. At some level or another. Ward, 3, off the front of the iron, skips off it now to bounds. 21 seconds left. Phil Mahala and Thompson come in. Anderson's going to sit, and Penninger will sit with him. Coach Brown had a lot of good things to say about Penninger. And he's a good-sized kid. He said he lost a bunch of weight since last year. Has really been solid for them this year, and he battled hard with Frankham, with Penninger. He hit a three-pointer, it was his only score. But tonight's the night belonged to Ridgeline as they hand Green Canyon their first loss, and a lot of smiles as the Riverhawks come off the floor. They improved to 10-4. Green Canyon drops to 13-1. Next week, we're at Mountain Crest as the Bears and the Mustangs tangle. 59-45 our final here. Ridgeline with a win. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel. The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.